This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Podcast Day. My name is Eddie Lyon, and I got the rock now. I got this motherfucker now. With me, as always, is Derek Reese.
You and your stupid thoughtfulness can go to hell.
Fucking okay. Nick Lewis.
It's full of brothers, man.
And Cole Simper.
Okay, I might get in a little trouble for this one, but PSA, just roll around with your high beams on. Fucking factory setting lights in cars now are too fucking bright. Just do yourself a favor, brother. Just roll around with your fucking high beams on.
You tell him, Grandpa.
I can't see shit on the road. I cannot see.
When you said I might get in trouble for this, I thought you were going to use that quote.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
Just let it fly.
If you're driving around in these brand new cars, you're acting like a real house.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand the connection.
I don't understand the reference. And we are your millennial dad's favorite podcast. We are the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to
A couple of them are millennial dads.
It's true. It's true. Welcome to episode 241, Retromania, Four Brothers. We are going to be talking about the Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese, Garrett Hedlund, Andre 3000 special. It is quite the movie, man. I don't know, man. I think this movie holds such a special place in my heart, and I'm always gonna like. There's no time where I'm gonna be like, no, don't. Let's not watch Four Brothers. Like I'm always going to be down to watch Four Brothers. Like the title suggests, we're going to be talking about that movie, and we're going to be doing just a tiny bit of nerd news, just because there are some things we would like to talk about. So let's get on with the nerd news. Tragic passing of James Van Der Beek happened over the last week. You know, Varsity Blues, Dawson's Creek, Jay and Silent Bob, and the reboot. That guy was everywhere, man.
What killed him?
Cancer.
Cancer.
It was cancer, man.
All too fucking common, man.
He didn't want to wait, though, for his life to be over.
God damn.
Nope. He did not.
God damn.
I did see a thing, though, where somebody was like, like, yeah, cancer is fucking terrible, but you know what? Like, it's like you still win even when you lose, because when you die, the cancer dies. You killed cancer. Like, that's kind of an interesting way to think of it. Sure.
It's Schrodinger's
optimistic.
cancer.
Yeah,
You both beat and didn't beat cancer.
It's true. It's true. And the other thing that we're going to be talking about today is State of Play that happened last week. I feel like this was probably one of the best State of Plays that we've had in a while, dude.
Banger.
It was really good.
If I remember correctly, the last one was really good too. So
Yeah.
they've been pretty steady pumping out some good news with these things.
We're just going to bullet point some of them. We'll list them down here, and then we'll talk about the ones we want to talk about, because it's our show and we do whatever the fuck we want.
Mhm.
So
We have the microphone and you don't. And you
I
will
saw-
listen to every damn word we have to
damn-
say.
Oh, that's right. He does only say damn, huh?
Yeah.
I saw somebody that had also reviewed it, and like on their thumbnail it just said "Oops, all bangers."
Oops, all
And I was
bangers.
like, pretty much. I mean,
No,
Bangers
for
after
real.
bangers after bangers.
banger after.
So we have Kina, Scars of Cosmora, or Kenna, or however they both said it, like either or. Like one of them
I
said
feel
Kina,
like they were trolling us.
one of them said Kenna.
I feel
Watch-
like one guy pulled the other guy's side after and was like,
They are brothers.
Why are you
aren't
saying
they?
it like that?
Yeah. Again, and it's neither one of them. It's Panay
know,
or some
huh?
shit like that. Knaw.
No.
We have Ghost of Yote Legends multiplayer for Ghost of Yote.
Shocker.
Take it or leave it. Death Stranding 2 on PC March 19th.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a cool
so
one.
excited.
I'm finally gonna play it.
That
I'm
was
finally
the
going to
first
play
thing.
this game that I own that I have to buy again.
That's
Yeah, I know,
exactly
it
what I
sucks.
thought.
I'm
I
not saying
s-
it's a good thing. It fucking sucks.
I saw that it was coming to PC, and I was like, "Oh, Cole's actually gonna play it now." That's what I told Anastasia. We were both sitting there watching it. I was like, "Oh, yep."
There's a couple different reasons on why I can't. I think I'm gonna bring my PlayStation up here because I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm like, damn, I really not only should I be playing that thing because it's a like, with the disc drive, it's an $800 fucking console that I just have sitting down there collecting dust.
Yeah.
But I also thought about it and I was like, damn, GTA 6 it really is coming out this year, and it is only coming out on consoles. It's only coming out on consoles, so that's going to be the only way to play it. And on PS5 Pro, probably going to be the best way to play it.
Yeah, for sure. We have For Loop Pragmata, April 24th.
Can't wait for Pragmata. Pragmata is going to be fucking dope, dude.
So good, dude. I think it's going to be pretty fucking awesome.
There's a demo out for it right now, even on the Switch 2, which looks like crazy good for being on a Switch 2.
Might have to check it out.
New IP from Capcom. I'm always going to be a giant champion for that thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. RE9 Requiem. We got to see a little bit more.
I don't need to see anything more from that fucking game. I don't know why. I get it, but like, dude, so much money is being spent on that fucking marketing campaign where it's like, how many fucking people are not sold on that game that weren't, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
How many people are on the fucking fence about this game?
Right.
Like, the people that want it really fucking want it, and the people that don't are like, okay, whatever. It's another Resident Evil.
What's funny about it is I thought that it was coming out on the 20th, and I was like, oh man, dude, I'm gonna be like recovering and I won't be able to play it. And then I saw that it was 27th, and I was like, oh yes, vindication. I should be good by then to play it.
That's only 2 days after my birthday, February 27th.
No, nobody fucking asked about that.
Well,
and I took both.
Fine.
Just being feisty.
This upcoming Thursday and Friday off, so the 19th and 20th, and then I also took the entire next week off.
Oh, cool.
The audacity of you, motherfucker.
No, that's fine. It's fine. By the way, on a completely unrelated note, we're casting for a new member of the Nerd Corporation.
Yeah, we already decided that Cole was fired for being late, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
sure,
true.
buddy. Sure, buddy. Just look at the just look at the flowers.
They're so pretty.
Legacy of Kain Defiance, March 3rd. Nobody cares.
No, there's a lot of people that care, bro.
Do they really?
that was a huge...
I kind of care, but like it's been so long since I've played any of these games. And why are we remaking a sequel to like a later game in the series? Why aren't we remaking from the start?
Good question. It's a good question. I don't really know. I never played these games. I know that they're fucking really cool though.
They are. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, so I think I might end up dipping and getting those.
Brigadine Abyss. No idea either. Dead or Alive 6, last round, June 25th.
Rest in peace, the one guy that made that shit. I can't remember his name. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I'm excited, dude. I loved Dead or Alive. Those were like really fun to play.
The jiggle physics.
Oh, fuck. Especially the jiggle physics, bro. The titties shaking.
The ass jiggle.
Control Resident. The hack and slash RPG that they're I don't know, dude.
You sound defiant. You sound like you're not proven. What's up?
I don't know, dude. Like it's a different formula, you know what I mean? Like
I think they can do it though. They're a super versatile team, dude.
Well, I mean they did the survival horror in Alan Wake.
It looks like you're playing as Jesse's brother. So that's a cool thing.
So I mean, they do the survival horror well with Alan Wake. They do the third person RPG thing with Control. So I mean, it's just weird. I think I don't know, but you know,
if it comes out and it's great, then great.
Mhm.
But like if it's not something that you're fucking with, like I'm kind of in the same boat where I like Control. I think Control is really cool. I don't think it's nearly as good as people like, but that's a matter of just opinion.
Right.
So I see a lot of people like jumping for joy over this sequel, and I think it's great. Like I like sequels to games. I like new IP as well, but like sequels to tried and true, like really good video games are always gonna be like another facet of being super important. You know what I mean? Like it has to be a middle ground there with sequels.
Yeah.
But I think that I think it's an automatic home run for how much people like Control and how much people like Alan Wake 2. I think this is one of those ones that comes out and people are just gonna adore it immediately, like out the gate.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope I'm wrong.
Pretty stoked about it.
I don't know. It doesn't look like, or I mean, it looks like Control, but it doesn't feel like Control for me.
Yeah, I get that.
So you're out of control.
Crimson Moon, Beast of Reincarnation, Rayman. What?
Do you know what Beast of Incarnation is?
No, what is it?
It is the newest game. It's the newest IP from Game Freak.
I did see that, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like
why are there like several? Like there were at least two, but there were like several games in the state of play that had like wolf-like or animals that were on four legs that were normal ass animals, but their ass was made of trees and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. It's actually,
why was that a theme? Like, what was going on there?
It's becoming its own genre or something. As far as I heard, I was watching a YouTube video and they were like, it's a one person, one dog adventure, and that's what they called it. And they were just like that was just the thing to call it, a one person, one dog adventure.
Man, woman, camera, person, TV.
Sitting there thinking, oh, okay, when's Arbor Day? Is that a thing?
It looks like a game that has a slightly bigger budget than the current Pokemon game, so it looks like it can probably do okay.
Yeah.
It looked nice. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does. It did look great. Rayman Anniversary. I'm kind of actually excited for that.
So what is this? Is this just the original game, or is it like a collection of games?
It's the collection of games. And
That's
they
cool.
even
I'll be picking that up.
And they even have like this like pre Rayman, before his name was Rayman, kind of game or whatever.
That's a lost playable prototype.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And a documentary. So it comes with 5 playable versions of the game.
Glad to see the boy
I don't know
still
what the
alive.
fuck that means, but that's crazy.
Because he was slated to be Mario, bro. He was slated to be the Mario.
He was one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Mina the Hollower.
Yes, very exciting. I cannot wait for this game. It's the newest game from Yacht Club Games, the people that made Shovel Knight.
It is, as of this recording, it's out.
No, it's not. I just looked. I saw that and I was like, dude, February 13th. Why am I not playing this shit right fucking now? Yeah, it doesn't. I'm sure that there's a date, but on the Steam page, unless they have a deal with PlayStation where it's out right now, I don't think that. I don't know. I guess I could Google it, but it's not out on Steam. So
okay, so it doesn't exist.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Neva Prologue, February 19th.
Never gonna play that shit. Moving on.
Naga.
Not gonna work here anymore. That's
anyway.
Yako Shinobi Ops in 2027.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Fucking cool. Project Windless. The whole time I was watching this trailer, all I was thinking about was that Shmo Yoho song, Chicken Attack. Chicken Attack.
Okay.
He might look harmless, but he'll kick your non-chicken ass. Like,
I was thinking of Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah,
Murder
Chicken looks cool.
Yeah.
Murder Chicken looks cool. I don't know. I looked at like the video, like the gameplay and stuff, and I'm like, we really got to start. We really got to start being mean, right? Like we really got to start like denying people their stupid fucking ideas, right? Like
There's
I don't know.
probably somebody out there that wanted to be a big ripped ass chicken.
Oh, there's a couple dudes on Twitter that were tweaking. They're like, dude, you get to play as what? And I'm like, are you guys new to video games?
Remember Black Myth Wukong? Think of that, but with a chicken now.
Basically, dude, basically.
And
a sword. Yeah, I don't know.
The one that's got me fucking mahogany rock hard. Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm so in.
Wamba.
Oh yeah.
What porno patsy where more?
Oh, the boy is worth at least 15 schmeckles, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I think it looks cool, and I like the idea of them, taking these like ideas and characters and places and races basically, and bringing them to like a new, high fidelity sort of life. I don't know. I don't think it's a game I'm going to play for very long, but I'm probably going to buy it just because it does look fun.
Bro, if I could kit my racer, bro, like if I'm gonna kit, like if they let me fucking customize my racer, it's a done deal.
Do you get to make, like, if you can, like, do you get to make different kinds of racers? Like,
I would imagine,
I'm making myself a pod racer, like
straight out of the gate. I don't know, Derek. I'm not a developer. I can't answer that question.
You're on fire today.
It was a rhetorical question, Nicholas.
You're funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it looks like it's being done with love, but again, we actually haven't even seen gameplay.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. I'm stoked, bro. Like either way.
I mean, they did it. Well, it was a gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, was that game? Okay.
Yeah.
Then it looks great. Yeah, it looks out the gate. Looks like it's probably going to be pretty good.
I'm all about that shit, bro. Yeah. All about that.
Yeah.
Shit. If fucking customization is like super deep, bro, I'm gonna make the fucking Supra from Fast and Furious. I'm
God's sake.
I'm gonna put the fucking the smoke plume and the dude like that's pointing like this or whatever off the thing. Yeah, bro.
I don't want to talk about it, cuz.
Just have family spray painted down the side.
Pocket Saint Anthony, cuz. 007 First Light, May 27th.
What do you guys think about this game?
I think it might be cool. Like
I'm down with it.
I've never been like the biggest 007 fan, right? Like I'm not a James Bond fan whatsoever. But any James Bond game I've ever played, GoldenEye included in that company, has always been fun to play. And this one feels very, very Uncharted coded.
Yeah.
And that's never been my bag either. But
like, are they planning in like the James Bond cinematic universe? Are they planning to like make James Bond younger? And like I don't know where's this game like coming from?
Yeah, it's weird.
Be an idea.
If I remember right, didn't they say that they were like bringing the program back? So I think it's like a new generation of the 007
Oh yeah, she
program.
did say I'm bringing the 00s back. So
yeah.
Interesting.
I think it looks a little too Uncharted for me. But I don't know if that's a bad thing yet. You know what I mean? It just seems like it's very, very inspired by Uncharted. Sorry. Same developer.
Yeah.
The Last of Uncharted.
The Last of Uncharted.
Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 2, August 27th. This was another one I was like, oh yeah, that's cool right there.
Thank God. Thank God.
Which ones are the ones that we get in that?
So
Peace Walker.
It seems like we're only getting 2. So but those are the only 2 that you need, brother. God. I'm so happy that game is finally free from the shackles of the PS3. Like that and pretty risky fucking PS3 emulation at this point, because it's too new for them to not crack down on shit like that, especially when they want to do like a backwards compatible thing. They want to resell this game. Why would I buy a repackaged, dolled up version, for $60 or however much they're going to sell it for, when I can just emulate it for free for better on my
Right.
computer? That
Right.
These are questions, but God, it looks good. It feels
It
good
does.
to see that game running at 60 FPS, because God, it was on the
Feels so good
PS3.
when
It
it's
was like
60 FPS.
yeah, it was like
Yes. Yes.
it on the original hardware, that game ran at like 23 frames a second, so it's like it was very clearly way too ambitious for the PS3. So
Right.
that and Peace Walker is fucking awesome. It's way better in a handheld fashion, just because like of the short nature of the mission structure and stuff. Like it's over really fast. Like it's kind of meant for like either multiple missions per session, or pick up, play one mission and then put it down. So yeah, very, very happy with this. And the first announcement of Konami being a fucking powerhouse for this state of play.
Dude, yeah, Konami fucking hit it out of the park.
Yeah, they're back. Like they are back. Like these are all three of their like most popular games are in this fucking thing. So very cool.
Darwin's Paradox, April 2nd. Not
indie slop.
Yep. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. That one looks pretty fucking rad.
Brand new Castlevania game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 40-year-old men out there just really fucking stoked right now.
They all listen to this podcast.
One thing. What's really fucking cool about that Castlevania, being made by Motion Twin, the same people that made Dead Cells.
Oh hell yeah!
So
it's
going to be very, very good.
Hell yeah! Silent Hill Townfall.
Yes. Y'all saw the trailers.
Yes.
I want your opinions, because it seems to be kind of
ready for Silent Hill DEI. Let's go.
The thing that actually blew me away is that Annapurna's banner came up.
Yeah, dog.
And I was like, hold up, dude. Like, I've mentioned this before, but like every single game that they have been involved with has been like a fucking banger.
They really have.
Last Stop, 12 minutes. What's the one where it was a PS Plus game where you like play a guitar. I can't remember what it was called, but anything that they make is just, and then I see this and I'm like, they're going into Silent Hill territory. Like,
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
This has me very, very intrigued, because I will play anything that they put out. So
agreed.
Derek, your thoughts?
I'm super down for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I struggle with is, really only white people can portray loss and the heaviness of these type of emotions well.
Damn.
I don't know how they're gonna get this across to people. Like,
I gotta question his credentials. Yeah.
It's so
Are
funny.
you even allowed to be sad?
This was
Do you
not
have the right?
This was not on my worry list of these games, but and I know you're joking, but now I'm kind of worried. Now I'm kind of worried that they're gonna do like Black Trauma, because it is a black character, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder if they're gonna do like,
what's Black Trauma?
Oh my god!
I think
the
it's that he's
history
gonna
of
just
the
start
United
talking about
States.
slavery.
I mean, yeah, like if I'm hoping.
It's just the whole
That is
thing.
the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Black Trauma.
I just really hope that it's like, Silent Hill is like a deeply personal thing, and like I understand that like race is personal, but like it's not when you think about everyone else who is black.
What about Japanese trauma?
Yeah, that's all over.
I mean, kind of, in a way, but it's more about a woman, which I guess could also work against my point. I don't know. I hope that they don't. It's not nearly as big of a burn as you think it is.
Uh,
I also do
It's
worry
just
about
funny.
Annapurna being involved just because I want it to be an actual game. I want it to be like a fucking, and not to say that Annapurna doesn't make like, games, but like with these like highly cinematic, deeply narrative games, like what it's trying to come out as, like immediately I'm thinking of 12 minutes, where isn't all that game just walking around and like interacting with stuff and then just kind of slowly piecing this story together?
No,
And
you're in like a Groundhog's Day loop that only lasts like 12 minutes, and each action that you take during that 12 minutes will determine the rest of the outcome of your playthrough.
so it's a walking simulator.
No, you're not walking around like in Death Stranding, walking around like
Yeah, I
you
was gonna say this
it's
ain't
like
Death
a story,
Stranding.
it's like a story driven like time loop game.
Death
So you're-
Stranding isn't a walking simulator. It's a literal walking simulator, but it is not in the term, you fucking disingenuous fucking fuckheads. The walking simulator is a term for a game where you're literally just walking around interacting with stuff in the environment. Like, is
I
there,
know.
and I know that there's no gunplay, there's no like platforming, it's just dialogue, right? It's a cinematic experience taking you through a story, right?
they
Yeah,
call
it's a
it
story driven game.
they
Yeah.
call them narrative games.
Sure. I'm hoping Silent Hill is not one of those things. I'm hoping Silent Hill is an actual video game, like with mechanics and functions, and like it's a game. It's not just like a cinematic experience.
I can't imagine them completely scrapping everything that
I do.
Silent Hill is and go,
I do.
fuck it.
They're throwing everything against the wall with this new shit. This new shit, Silent Hill F just so happened to work with some people, but the rest of the new Silent Hill shit is not good. Like, there was that Silent Hill Ascension thing. I still don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, it's not a game. It's some sort of like interactive fucking Netflix movie or something. That was like only available on YouTube. They're throwing everything against the wall with Silent Hill because they want to find the next
Right.
boom with Silent Hill, right? So they're gonna do this fucking, I worry that it's going to be this fucking like Everyone's Gone to the Rapture or The Witness, or and part of it does stem from Annapurna, just because Annapurna is very, very, I'm not saying they don't make good games, they just don't make like video game ass fucking games. Like they're not even and and yeah, if dude, I can't wait to play this game. And then the second it's like, man, like we go into like a trauma flashback for this character,
My
right?
granddaddy was a slave.
No, we go into like a flashback of this person's trauma, right? And it goes to him as a kid
Getting beat to shit by cops. No.
I mean, that would be comedic. That would be like, if they did that, I would fucking laugh. No, I'm thinking more like, oh, I was discriminated against because I was black. Like I was raised in because it looks like it's taking place in like Seattle or something,
like some
somewhere
fishing
off the coast.
town where only white people hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
Annapurna did Stray, and that game was great.
I love that game.
And
again, I'm not saying that they're not great games. I want a full-fledged, experience for Silent Hill. Like,
like you want like a Silent Hill
game.
2 remake kind of game.
Not even that. I would go just like Silent Hill F. Like, there was plenty of content.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
And they didn't even like, I mean, you didn't, but there's the other playthroughs, if you play through the other playthroughs, like they're really not that different. Like it's just the game again, but with like slightly different alterations to some cutscenes, but it is a full-fledged fucking game. I want a full-fledged game. And the big thing too is tone. They really get the tone with this trailer. This trailer's really good. I'm like, damn, okay. It does look like a fucking game. Like, you saw gunplay in there, and it seems like there's like in the UI you can just see some stuff for like melee combat. So obviously and it's in first person, so of course there's going to be fucking melee combat. But it looks.
There was a very pants monster-esque monster in there too. I was very stoked about that.
I saw that was another thing.
Are we gonna get like a shit Silent Hill? Here we go again.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Shit.
Here
Where's
we
my
go.
Newports?
It does have a dark tone. I mean, it
It do be having a dark tone.
do be having a
A
dark
light
tone.
skinned ass tone. Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching our last episode ever.
Like a mulatto tone.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't know. High expectations now. Like it seems like we're actually, I wasn't really quite sure on what it was, because really we just had like a teaser, and then that god awful video internet thing came out with Ascension and just kind of really shit on any dreams that I had of like new Silent Hill being good. And then F came out, and so now I'm like, fucking, I guess
maybe fucking maybe
it could go any way.
it really could go either way, dude. It's crazy. But like right now we have two back-to-back, as far as I'm concerned, two back-to-back bangers. Like Silent Hill 2 remake is phenomenal, bro. Like in no way, shape, or form should that game have been as fucking good as it was, because oh my god, like all signs were pointing towards, no, this is this is gonna be bad. But it pulls it off, and it pulls it off like in spades, in my opinion. I'm consistently impressed every time I played that game, and Silent Hill F is pretty damn similar. I'm just really blown away with like how a new writer, a new idea, a new perspective can come in, and Silent Hill can be very malleable and work around a new idea like that. I know it didn't work for a lot of people, but they're fucking stupid.
There you go. Fuck them.
Bye, guys.
Rev Noir.
What is that? I didn't even see this trailer. What is this?
I saw it and then forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Wick.
What do you guys think?
I like if it's done good. Yeah, like if it's done good, I'm all about it. But it's crazy that it was just cinematic. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been cool. I mean, obviously, it's world premiere or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? But
looks like Fortnite.
World premiere.
God,
yeah, it's like a reveal, like an announced trailer.
It was a little stylized.
Yeah.
For my, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a super attachment to John Wick. I really like that first movie, and then I've tried watching that second movie so many times, but I just fall asleep.
It's crazy. I saw
Rev Noir just looks like a Genshin like.
Oh,
I'm like skimming over the trailer.
Get that gotcha fucking slot bullshit out of here, then.
Marathon March 5th with a server slam on February 26th to March 2nd.
I'm curious, but
yeah,
I'm not sold.
Yeah, agreed.
I think I'm sold, just with how much fun I'm having with arc raiders and extraction shooters in general. I'm gonna go into it more of like an isolationist though, because like the art direction and everything that I like really works for me in like a singular setting where it's like I don't have teammates around. Like I really just have like, I'm gonna play that shit like Tarkov, like solo, and it only being $40 is probably gonna be the case. So I, at that point, I'll pick it up, and I kind of want to.
Solo is a bad time, though.
I kind of want to see why Sony bought Bungie for $3 billion. I really need to see why they thought that was a good idea, because Bungie has done almost absolutely fucking nothing for Sony since they bought. Like they are the prime reason why we did not get a final product of The Last of Us Online, because Bungie went in and they said, hey, this is shit, and you can't support something like this over a long time. You can't make money off of this for a long time. You're really just going to sell it to these people, and then eventually you'll get some microtransactions. But no, Bungie wanted more. Bungie's like, nah, you need to be able to monetize the fuck out of everything. And they're like, well, we can't do that with like our level of fidelity that we want in our games, like the level of quality that we want. We can't churn out content like that like you guys do.
Yeah.
So I really want to see why Bungie was bought for that big old B, the billion, three of them.
The Billies. PS Plus games, we get Tekken Dark Resurrection, Time Crisis, and Big Walk.
What the fuck is Big Walk?
I don't know, but whoop the fucking dude. Like,
It's these weird ass like
right? Time Crisis, like
Time Crisis is
those
an arcade
little, like,
classic.
bird feeder things, like it's the like you
oh yeah,
it has the liquid and sits there and tilts. That's what the characters on Big Walk remind me of.
Oh.
Soros, April 30th.
Can't wait. Don't want to fucking see. Can't wait to see. I mean, I don't need to see anything else. It looks like Returnal. It looks like a sequel to Returnal, which is all all you need.
Rahul.
That and Rahul. Rahul.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, August 6th. Give it to me.
What do you think? Yeah, let's hear
Fucking give it to me, dude. It's got such a fucking Marvel versus Capcom skin to it that I am just all aboard. We got to see what was the Unbreakable X-Men is Wolverine, Storm, Danger, which is the visionication of the Danger Room.
Magic.
Mm-hmm. Those were the four that we saw, and it looks so fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not a fan of fighter games, so I don't know that I'll pick it up personally, but it looked fucking cool.
I
just don't like them because I suck ass at them.
Yeah, I can't,
but it looks dope.
I cannot stick with fighter games, dude. I picked up when it came out, I picked up Mortal Kombat 1, played through the story, and I was like, this is good enough.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 kind of sucked though. Like
it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it had a like middle of the road kind of feel for me.
So fighters are really cool because they are fucking, man. They're like endless. You know, because the whole idea with a fighter is you got to pick a fighter, right? Like you got to pick a fighter from the roster, and then you got to get good with him and that is the game, is getting good with the characters and learning combo strings and learning how to be defensive and learning within like the inner mechanics within the game. That's what makes fighting games special and unique from other fighters, is like it's their mechanics and their modes and their supers and like all the parry functions and shit like that, like
frame counting.
Yeah, like it's super nerdy shit, but only if you like really fuck with it. And all four of us do not play video games like that. Like the closest we get is Eddie playing Fallout 76 every day for like 10 minutes to get his dailies, and Derek playing WoW. You know what I mean? Like they are lifestyle games where you don't play any other fucking game except for this game.
Yeah, it's true. Very true. But I'm excited, dude. Like, and I'm the same way with fighters. Like, I'll play it. I'll get decent enough to where I'll win a few rounds and I'll be fine. And then, once the sweats start to come in and they start to learn the shit better than I do, that's when I'm like, all right, no, it's cool. You got it.
Yeah, I like to get flashy, and then after that, I'm just like, whatever. Because I very obviously have a skill ceiling too. Like I get really good with a game, and then I just come across other people that are just like so much better than me, and it's like I get stuck in the ranking system basically, where it's like I get to one rank and then I'll lose a bunch of games and I'll like de-rank to the lower rank, and I just kind of get stuck in limbo. And at that point I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go play something else.
Yep, agreed. The fucking crown jewel of the whole goddamn thing, in my opinion, God of War trilogy remake, not remaster.
What does this mean? All three games are going to be in one package?
I don't know. I think so.
It sounds like it. Like it's literally called God of War trilogy remake. So it's got to be all three.
So that means that all three of them are going to get the 2018 treatment?
I hope not. I hope they don't turn them into the Norse games, because those are the Norse games. These are the Greek games. Just fucking like they're.
Well, no, I think what he's saying is the graphics of the Norse games.
Sure.
but
Like the
stick with
mechanics?
this- Yeah,
Sure.
stick with the same
The-
stuff
The
as
over the shoulder,
yeah.
See, I don't want that. I want that original spirit from those games. That's the whole like that's
You don't feel like it would keep that spirit if it changed
don't-
those,
I
if it
don't-
changed to that?
I don't think so. Cause like I don't really know how you would do that in a meaningful way where it's just like, oh, okay, they're just
Bro,
the Norse,
they're
just the Norse games now.
I just want to rip off Helios's head at 120 frames per second.
Seriously, bro. Like I don't know, dude. I think it'll revitalize that trilogy. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe.
I think that it,
There was
it-
there was like a verticality to it, and like the I don't know, like especially God of War 3, bro. Like yeah, like the Helios ripping the head off scene, like that's all very cool and like cinematic and stuff. And but I'm just thinking of like how the gameplay was like interacted like within the environment and stuff, and you're going from like one area to another. And I know that was in the Norse games, but there was like a certain panache that like those original games had because probably of like limitations and stuff. Like they couldn't really
Right.
do what they wanted to do. That's how that's how we ended up with the Norse games, is that they did all the cool shit that they wanted to do now, that because they can do that stuff. Whereas those older games, like I like the top down, and I like the kind of little, it's not really asymmetric, but it is top down. Like the camera is like looking down on the field.
I think it is asymmetric.
It's
Is
very
this
PS2 level like design. And I don't know. I'm also kind of just against it because it seems like why like why,
Dude, all
Just
I've ever
continue
wanted
on with God of War.
all I've ever wanted to do was, like, I've always thought, like, damn, what if the Greek trilogy looked like this? Like, while I was playing the Norse trilogy, like I was always like, oh man, if
Yeah,
the first three ever got this treatment, I'd be so down for it.
but what about like just those original games, but like up-resed and like higher frame rates, and like
That's
with
not
that
a remake.
Yeah, that's
Of course.
that's a remaster.
yeah, but that wouldn't be like enough.
No, that would be fine, but
I
they're
mean,
not
yeah,
doing
it'd be
that,
cool.
it sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it'll be cool. Like it'd be cool if they did that. But I mean, I would love to see that God of War in a new lens and be able to experience it in a different way. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you just remaster all three of them for like $60 and I'm sold. I'm also sold on whatever it is that they're doing. So
Yeah. And they
I
got
don't
my
know.
boy TC Carson back, bro.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Oh, except for, can we talk about how fucking cringe he was during State of Play, dude? Like
No, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down.
Nah,
Go,
boy,
go,
boy,
go
boy
watch
was,
it. Go
boy
watch
was
it.
excited, dude.
Was
I'm
your
like sitting here.
screen
I'm sitting here.
script?
I'm sitting here like I'm trying to go watch it, but you won't get the fuck off my screen, dog. Like,
You know he has to have been excited to fucking,
to be in
Yeah.
this spotlight again, especially when Christopher Judge has been like the face and the voice of Kratos for like over a decade now, like, or almost a decade.
Anastasia loves her some fucking God of War. And so when she heard the music, because she was just like laying behind me, like on her phone. And
Yeah.
when she heard the music, she goes, "Is that my game?" And she's like, and she looks up, and I was like, "Yeah, even with the original Kratos." And TC Carson comes on, and he does the voice or whatever. She goes, "That's not Kratos."
Yeah.
Oh no! See, that's not okay, bro.
out of the house.
That's
out,
not okay,
Yeah.
dog.
out.
She's like,
All
"That's
right,
not Kratos."
You've got some
Go ahead,
homework.
fuck.
You've got some homework to do.
I was like, "That's not your Kratos.
Yeah.
That is Kratos."
Hashtag not my Kratos.
That's it. That's her hashtag.
I also hope that they don't go back and fucking, dude, those games are rough and they're crude, and there's like sex mini games in there. Like there's a bunch of shit in there that probably wouldn't pass the fucking, the social acceptability.
Well, and I mean that's probably another reason to like remake the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Staunch defiance against you here, brother. Those are what makes those games really fucking cool.
Well,
in my
yeah,
eyes.
yeah, but I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't put it in there. You know what I mean? Like,
There is. They just like they're gonna they're gonna artsy fartsy it up, and there's gonna be fucking callbacks to. There's gonna be call forwards to Atreus, right? Because he's not fucking born yet. You know, there's gonna be like a painting, and he's gonna be like, "I'm going to name my son Atreus one day." You know, like I don't know.
I think you're worrying too much.
I'm not worried, brother. I'm just perplexed because I'm like, really? We can't just make another God of War and just happy for y'all. Like really, truly. I'm really trying not. I just remember thinking like, why? But I don't know. I'm also not like the biggest fan of those original games, but I just remember like them being a moment. And as we're going to talk about with this next game, the original creator is not happy with what they're doing with God of War.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen any of this shit?
Uh-uh.
So David Jaffe, he's in my eyes, he's a legendary game developer. He created like Twisted Metal and the original God of War games, and like, you know, a couple of other things here and
Definitely
there.
a legend, yeah.
Couple of failures in there as well, you know. But he's had some profoundly bad takes in the last couple of years. One of them was with Metroid Dread, where he just like his ultimate criticism of that game is the fact that it is a Metroidvania, because like, but I don't think he understands that is his criticism. He just doesn't like Metroidvanias because he had a problem with Hollow Knight, he had a problem with Castlevania, he had a problem with Metroid, and now he's having a problem with this new God of War, Son of Sparta, the new side-scrolling Metroidvania Shadow Drop from PlayStation.
Played it.
You've played it. What do you think?
It's decent. It is absolutely a Metroidvania, like from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Side to side.
Yeah, front back. I enjoy it. Like it doesn't feel like God of War, right? Like it's just like it you could have called this two Spartan dudes and it would have given me the exact same emotions that I, you know, that I have for it now. It's not
Well,
a bad
game. If they just called it two Spartan dudes, you probably wouldn't have picked it up.
Yeah.
I bet you he would have if they called it two Spartan dudes in one cup.
True. Very true.
I gonna continue on with my tone from the entirety of this episode. I think this game looks like shit. I think it looks like mobile slop, and I looked into the developers, and that's exactly what they do. They make fucking mobile game slop. So like how the fuck did they get the keys to the kingdom of God of War? What the fuck is going? Whatever.
And it does. It feels like a mobile game. Like it feels like this could be a mobile game.
You're talking the side scroller specifically, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think it looks like shit. I think it genuinely like and it's a shadow drop. It's an indie game. I get that, but like, I think you are 100% spot on where this was an original game. This was some fucking game that they were going to slop onto fucking mobile games or, you know, mobile stores and sell for $5.99. But instead, somehow, some Sony executive was like, well, you know, what if we make that statue in the background? What if we make that Kratos or Ares or whatever the fuck the first guy he fights in the first game? You know, you know what? Maybe this would be, you know, this would be a cool God of War game. And it's like, no, it fucking wouldn't. For fuck's sake. We've completely lost the fucking plot with this shit. Yeah. Like, do we need to experiment with God of War? Was Ragnarok not fucking awesome? Was 2018 not fucking awesome? I don't know. I can't stand the slopification of games. And when slop comes rolling down and plops its fucking ugly face on your plate, you need to be able to call it what it is.
Yeah. No, and it very much is that. It's, you know, it does the thing that it's supposed to do, right? It's a platforming, you know, beat 'em up, fucking whatever it is. It's decent.
Whatever it is. I don't know. I'm never gonna play it. So you
Don't.
can, and if you like it,
No,
don't take
don't.
my opinion like at all.
No,
Like
yeah.
I get it. I
It's
just
decent.
I think it is like a very clear example of just a game that was, it was like pretty much content complete, and then they're just like, nah, you know what? This would be a cool God of War game, and people are just going to eat it up because God of War is good, and there's a certain level of quality set with the God of War name, and people are going to be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to pick that up just because I really liked that 2018 game.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. It's frustrating as fuck, but whatever.
My favorite
Yeah.
announcement of the night: surprise Diablo 2 DLC for a 25-year-old game.
Yeah, is that DLC?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I mean, it's for Resurrected. I mean, so but still, yeah, bringing Warlocks to Diablo 2, a game that most people probably quit playing at least 10 years ago, if not longer.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Let us know if what you thought of our opinions, what games you're excited for. We'd love to interact with you. Before we get into Retromania, since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that is the best and freest way you help us do that. We want to get to 500, and we can't do it without you. We have merch. Go to redbubble.com/nerdcore podcast and get our sayings and logos on anything from stickers and shirts to tapestries and shower curtains and mugs. We've partnered with Dubby. Go to dubby.gg and use our promo code NERDCORP to get 10% off anything site-wide. So, without further ado, welcome back to Retromania.
God damn it, I like the way you do business. Welcome to Retromania!
For those of you new to the show, we take a movie that's 20 years old or older, and we talk about the nostalgia behind it, how we felt about it, whether we've seen it or not, and all things in between. So, Four Brothers. Short synopsis. After their adopted mother, Evelyn Mercer, is murdered during a seemingly random grocery store robbery in Detroit, her four foster sons return home to bury her. The siblings, hot-headed Bobby, suave Angel, family man Jeremiah, and the youngest Jack quickly realize the robbery was actually a professional hit. Disregarding the slow-moving investigation led by Lieutenant Green, the brothers take the law into their own hands. As they crack heads and follow the trail of corruption, they uncover a conspiracy involving local kingpin Victor Sweet and a betrayal that hits much closer to home than they ever expected. Cast. We always talk about the main cast. Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Boogie Nights, the Fighter.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. No, that's his brother.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his brother. Ted, the Departed. This man is famous for a lot.
Transformers.
It's the Transformer. Tyrese Gibson, Baby Boy, the Fast movies. Transformers also.
Oh yeah.
Mike Epps is the same dude in like every movie.
Yeah.
Mike Epps. I mean Tyrese
GTA,
Gibson.
motherfucker.
I was like, I didn't see Mike Epps.
We have Andre 3000, Idlewild, Revolver, Be Cool. He was I think that was my favorite role of his, is Dabu and Be Cool.
Yeah.
Be Still.
He's also in a band, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is one half of Outkast.
I don't think so.
He is one half of Outkast. Garrett Hedlund as Jack. Tron Legacy, Mudbound, On the Road, And Troy,
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
he was in
I thought you were
Troy.
gonna say Mudvayne.
You're
I was
right.
like, I don't think he was in Mudvayne.
He was all the movie I remember him the most for is Troy. He
Okay.
was Patroclus in Troy.
He didn't have a Patrick?
There it is. I was waiting. It was like 2 seconds for someone to make that joke.
I mean, that's the laziest like Roman name I've ever heard. Patrick Plus.
I thought you were gonna say that's the
Sure.
laziest joke, and I was gonna be like, well, yeah, because you didn't say it.
No, not you. Yeah, no, like dad jokes are my realm. You stay the fuck out.
Yeah, get out of there.
You gotta get with it.
You can't take my shtick, man. Anyway,
Terrence Howard is Lieutenant Green, Rhodey in the first Iron Man movie. Cameron in Clash, and of course DJ in Hustle and Flow.
I didn't hate him in this movie, which is
Not
what
Lieutenant
I usually
Green,
do.
man.
Lieutenant Green, man.
Yeah, he didn't hit us with one single man.
No, he
in this.
didn't.
Yeah,
I was
He
waiting
said
for
he
one.
said the word man, but he didn't say man.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah,
say
no,
man.
I was waiting for it.
Man.
Let's see. We
2
have
what was his partner's name?
Equals 5.
Fowler.
Fowler. Yes,
Fowler.
Josh Charles as Lieutenant Fowler. Dead Poets Society, SWAT, and The Good Wife. Sofia Vergara, Modern Family, Chef, The Smurfs, Hot Pursuit.
She was in what was it? It was the Tarantino like double feature. Was it? It wasn't Death Proof. It was the other one.
Grindhouse.
City?
Yeah,
Oh,
Grindhouse.
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
she was in Grindhouse.
Yeah.
What's her last name? Verga?
Vergara. What's on your brain?
I like her to so feel my
I think he just told us what's on his brain.
So, what more do I need to say?
Fionella Flanagan
What is
as,
this?
as Evelyn Mercer. She was
Say that name again.
Fionnuala Flanagan. Yeah.
Flanagan.
Yep.
Italian Irish.
Yep. Eileen Boyle in The Guard. Annie O'Shea in Waking Ned Devine. Mrs. Mills in The Others. I like everything that she's into.
Oh my god, she was in The Others, dude.
Yep.
I totally forgot about that.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, the operative in Serenity. 12 Years of Slave.
I loved him in Serenity. Sorry.
Yeah. Dirty Pretty Things. Children of Men. He was in Children of Men. And that
Sounds like you're asking somebody what did he edge you for?
What Chewy edge you to for?
Chewy edged for.
That's like the main cast. Dude, this, like I've said before, this movie is always something special. It's something not all like I'm never not down to watch Four Brothers. I don't know, dude. This movie's it's got like this. It's almost got this like blaxploitation western like feel to it.
I was gonna say it's like a hood version of Boondock Saints.
Yeah, kind of.
Like
it's
like fuck it, we're gonna take on the mob.
Yeah, it's not that far off, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same vein, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like the snow played a part in that movie. I mean,
it's
like,
a very cold movie. Like all the environments are. It's really good attention to detail with like living in these Midwestern states. Like, not only does it look cold outside, obviously, but like the inside, like interiors are cold. Like they have very muted colors, and like it just there's a lot that goes into that, and like I don't think that people really, I don't know why would they, but like it's not an appreciated feature of the movie because like it doesn't. If I may, this is a dumb movie. it's kind of dumb. Like it's kind of,
No,
and
no.
It's not very deep.
it's just it feels like an attempt for Marky Mark to just kind of prove that he came from like a, a less than stellar part of wherever the fuck he's from. You know what I mean? Like it just almost
Yeah.
kind of felt like he was like 2005 to, I don't know. He's not a he's a good actor, right? He's just not he's not one of the greats. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
no, no,
and you
by
can
any
tell
means.
that he's like, I'm struggling to find a word that'll describe him, just because he's just so very full of himself too. I don't know if you've like paid any attention to Mark Wahlberg like in the recent like decade, but he's just
Not
such a
really.
pompous fucking, yeah, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm fucking working out. I'm working out with US Marines and we're fucking looking at guns and looking at each other's dicks. And then I'm going to bed at fucking 7. Like he's just, I don't know. That, and he's like very into God too. So he's always like, praise Jesus, and
Right,
it's
right.
just kind of,
Let
it's
praise Jesus, but he's letting them N words fly, bro. Like,
and I don't know. That could also just be like what Derek was saying, something, in the beginning, where it was like, it's just kind of environment, like if you
yeah,
if you grow up if you grow up in that environment, there's going to be a lot of people around you being like, he's fine. Like he is a white
yeah,
person saying the N word. However, like they understand because they grew up in the same, it's not, it never will it be okay, right? Like there's never a justification for using a racial slur, but we've also turned that word into, you know slang and nomenclature, and when that's part of a person's environment, like the skin color doesn't really even fucking matter. And there's a lot of people in those areas that are like, he's white, he's also my N-word.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
kind of when they grow up, when your environment molds you like that. And I
The
think that's like,
product of his environment.
yeah, like if there's one like kind of artsy fartsy well thought of element to this movie, it's that, where they like really paid attention to that level, like almost like poverty, but like very, gang stricken neighborhoods and shit
Wow.
like that. I think they do. I think they did that tone and that aesthetic like really well.
Well, yeah, and I mean, one of the things about language is it's massively important in terms of telling you or telling the people around you where you're from, where you fit in, and who you belong with. So like him using that's an inclusion sort of thing. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm one of all of these people. Like that's,
yeah,
and so no one, at least within the story, is really going to call him on it because that they grew up in that same environment. They're
yeah.
all of that same collective speech, and so yeah, that's just not
And I'll be
a thing that's
honest,
going to be weird for them.
I found the movie pretty tame in terms of that usage of that word, considering what we're doing, where we're at. Um, I just
I
seemed like
mean
it was.
that anti-Latino shit was super heavy. Ay, you're breaking mi corazón. Sí, eso la vida loca.
Was that racist, or was it just like modern day fucking?
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
dude. I don't
I
know,
didn't.
dude.
I did think that it was like, it was pretty blatant, but I wasn't like, oh, that's like he's being racist. He was just making
Right. Well,
fun
he's
of
not.
that
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
person.
Yeah, he's not being like outwardly racist. Like you and your kind should fucking go to hell or whatever. But like it's
But it's
He was
definitely
mostly
definitely using racism to poke at
yeah.
sure
her specifically.
race.
Not that
Yeah,
he hates Hispanic people, but he was like, I know what's going to get under your fucking skin, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I like that actually. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
So the movie rests entirely on the like believable bond between these four very different actors. Looking back, who do you guys think had the best performance, and did you actually buy them as brothers?
Uh, Let me think about it for a minute, because I think there's a nuanced take here. I just
I
like,
mean, I don't feel like I have one that did better than the collective group, but I do have one that I feel like did worse and sort of detracted from it.
Was it Jack?
Um, yeah,
It's
because
Jack.
Jack's fine and dandy, and I get it. I get that he's the young one. I get that he's the one that's always been shit on, and everything like that. Um, but generally, like that's gonna make him be just as bombastic and loud and like, give him like a little guy with a big bark sort of syndrome, and
Mhm.
like that's not what they went with. It just everything that focused on him, like all of it was just a completely like you'd have these people talking and then complete change of tone when he joined in, and then change of tone back, and then change of tone back, and it just was really weird. It just like that aspect of it just didn't gel with me really.
I agree with you that I don't think one did better than the others, but I feel like one that stood out to me a lot was Andre 3000. I think
Yeah.
he knocked
Yeah.
this role out of the park, and especially because knowing how flamboyant Andre 3000 is, especially like
Mhm.
outside of acting with Outcast and just seeing like all of his crazy outfits and all of the things that he
Yeah.
does, you know what I mean? To see him wind that in and just kind of play almost a regular dude, I think
Mhm.
is super impressive and speaks to who he is as an actor. And I wish I could see him in more things because like
Yeah.
this was one of the things one of my favorite shots of the movie is when they're about to confront him because they think that he took the insurance money, that like he had something to do with Evelyn dying, and he's sitting on the bed, and it's like a side
Yeah.
shot of him and he's
Hmm.
doing like this thing. Like that shot, like just by itself is an art piece. You know what I
Well, yeah,
mean?
I
Like,
was thinking about that shot when you brought him up. Like,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was such a cool ass shot. I mean,
Yeah, dude, like the lower tones, but still like bright colors, and then just like him almost shadowed, and just the shape of how he looked was just it was
mhm.
uh.
I also
Um,
kind of, oh,
sorry, go
sorry.
ahead. No, 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 please go ahead.
Hmm. I was gonna say him as well because, they obviously they've got to have, um, like he says in the movie, like somebody's got to watch y'all clowning asses or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
Like
yeah. No,
I,
he's definitely the voice of reason.
yeah, I feel like he was the one out of all four of them. Although mostly it was just three brothers, mostly.
Well, and
Yeah.
I was talking to Anastasia about that. I was like, it was mostly like three of them in different variations,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, different
on screen,
combinations.
yeah, just on screen
Yeah.
at one time, which I think worked. Like I think it helped to like identify them, you know what I mean? Because in every scene that it was the three of them, there was always one that got to shine, and it was each of the four, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel
So you're
like
getting to know each character like really well.
while still remembering that there are brothers around him.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and like I was saying, out of all four of them, I feel like he was the best choice for like the level-headed, like,
Agreed.
I'm a family man kind of person now. Like I got
Yeah.
kids and shit.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, I don't think it would have worked with anyone else. Obviously
Yeah, yeah,
Jack's too young, and um, Mark, and I'm just gonna call them by their names because I don't remember, but
yeah,
Mark and Tyrese are always kind of going at it with each other, so it's
yeah,
like they
yeah.
got to have one guy, and I feel like Andre was the good fit for that.
He really was, dude. Like he impressed me so much because it's just like it's that, and then I seen him in Idlewild, and Idlewild is pretty much just Andre 3000 back in the day. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a far stretch for him, but this movie was way cool and way like it made me take him seriously as an actor.
Yeah.
So, the short answer, um, so I do agree with Derek, about halfway with what's his name?
About Jack.
About
Okay.
Jack. So, but what kind of brought me back to liking that character is he has a great death scene. His death
Oh,
scene
yeah.
is
Yeah.
really good.
Dude,
Like,
that
Heartbreaking.
scene
And
gets me
don't get me
every
wrong,
fucking time, dude.
Heartbreaking.
I didn't dislike Jack or what they did with him. I just feel like it could have been done with like a little bit more finesse.
yeah,
But
well, and he
anyways.
just kind of seemed like a bitch. And I know that like
Yeah.
a lot of like the joke and the banter is like teasing, like Mark Wahlberg calling him a fairy and stuff like that. Like I get it and I understand that, but it just felt, I don't know, like you're saying, maybe it's just half baked, where it's just like, maybe it was three brothers, and then they're like, well, four maybe is a better number. I don't really know.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say though, and it might be a tad controversial with Eddie, just because like I can't help but think of like the other movie that we could have got regarding Andre 3000's character. So I totally forgot about the whole like insurance thing and like how they were getting money and stuff. What if we turned it around, right? Like there was subtle foreshadowing in the beginning of the movie about how he did some dirty shit, right? Like how he did this shit. It was like he didn't necessarily plan it, but like he needed the money and all this shit. Like I wonder how different, definitely a darker tone, right? You wouldn't have the ending where you're driving out on the lake and you fucking have a fist fight with, like it wouldn't be that like almost kind of light-hearted tone that the movie had at the end. Like it would be more like this is a real crime thriller, which is what I think the movie tries to do. There's a little bit of an identity crisis where it wants to be that. It wants to be like taken seriously, and it wants to be like The Departed, but it wants to be also at the same time a feel good. And this story about family, and you do things for family, and like, and the bond that people have that are not actually family. Like I see what they wanted, like a heartwarming tinge to it too. And I'm like, I almost kind of wonder if that would have been like a more groundbreaking, you know, more not impressive. I still really love the movie, and it is the movie that we got. I
Mhm.
just can't help but wonder if we really played into that betrayal anger or angle, you know.
Can you imagine Andre 3000 being the one that like put the hit out on him to go
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
shoot him
dude.
up? Like,
Well, imagine like the evil monologue that we could have gotten out of that
yeah.
actor. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
true, but I mean,
yeah,
but at that point, you'd be making Andre 3000 the villain, and you'd be
Well, yeah.
backseating Chiwetel Ejiofor.
sure,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And in this hypothetical movie that I'm thinking of in my head, like that guy wouldn't even. That's Victor Sweet, right? Like he wouldn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
He would probably be like some nameless. It would probably that character would probably still exist
Well, I
within
mean,
my
it could even
script,
be
but
a
he would
thing
be
where
just,
they were in cahoots.
yeah,
He
like
could
they were
still be like,
partners or something, and they fucked him
or
over or something.
he got Andre 3000 to work for him, and like, so like it could totally still be a thing. Like there are totally ways to do it. But,
I think it would have derailed that character just because it's the character that Evelyn Mercer raised to be a good man. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
that would just be part of the betrayal. Like,
true.
dude, she fucking raised you and she did this, and I completely forgot about that, to the point where I was like, this is a completely different movie if they're going the route, like the route that I
Yeah.
think that they're going. But they didn't. They do this, kind of muddled explanation of like, oh, it's for the girls, and oh, I got $400,000 pretty inconspicuously after my mom died
yeah.
from a life insurance policy that we pulled out a couple days prior. It's like, bro,
Well, they
But
didn't.
like
They
I
pulled.
told no
They
one
no.
about.
He got no. He got the thing after she died because it was her insurance policy, and he
Yeah.
was the one paying into it. So it was basically his money that he was getting, but it was because he paid all of her bills and he fucking took care of her and he did all of that shit. So it wasn't like it was anything shady that he was doing. It just so happened that
Yeah.
that's what happened, you know?
Yeah. Well, the movie just kind of veers off into into speculation because it's a very obvious, like revelation in the movie. It's like, whoa,
Well, it's meant to misdirect. Like
yeah. And
that's what it's there
I
for.
guess it just misdirected me too hard.
Yeah.
He was just
I don't know.
so disoriented by the misdirect that
That was just I guess that's like really my only. I mean, it's a fucking movie. It's a good movie. It's a movie that like it's a good movie in the classic sense where it's like that's a good time. I can throw that on and I can remember the time I saw it in the theaters and
the
memories
only
that are
thing,
attached to it and stuff.
like the only thing that I liked it, but then also kind of had a problem with was the resolution at the end when, you know, the three remaining brothers are being interrogated and they're like, ah, I fucked your wife. And they're like, ah, let's beat you up. Well, you're free to go.
Again, like it's a
like,
problem
sorry,
with
we gotta wrap
identity.
this up here. We gotta get out. Come on.
Yeah,
Everybody's free to go. Just fucking go.
it wants to be funny. It wants to be fucking, but also it wants to be taken seriously, and it wants
And
you to
yet no
forget that
consequences for
person died
anyone.
horrifically, like 45 minutes ago on your
Yeah.
screen. It was very sad and very tragic. Now here's a funny little montage of us getting beaten up while being interrogated. It's just kind of it's an
Then
identity
everybody
crisis.
gets
It doesn't really know what it
gets
wants
to
to
go
be.
home.
Yeah, but
Nobody gets
if we start
arrested.
but if we start doing that, we need to start dissecting the parts that don't make sense. Like while Andre 3000 and Chiwetel Ejiofor are making a deal, you're like, where the fuck is Bobby? Oh, he's just been walking the whole time
Yeah,
over here.
It's just fucking no. They
Yeah.
forgot to pick him
He
up. They
started
forgot to pick
walking,
him up.
and this whole 3 hour ordeal or whatever the fuck it is just happening, and he's just walking for fucking thematic
Well,
effect. Not
and
only that, but he's gonna walk.
like earlier.
No, but even
off
then,
camera. No. Off camera earlier, they were like, "Well, I mean, you're gonna come with us, right?" And he was like, "No. That's not cool enough.
and
That's not gangster enough."
and
You
not
guys
only
go.
that, but he's
I'll
gonna
meet
fucking
you
walk
there.
from all the way the fuck over there and still have enough energy to fight Victor Sweet. Not to mention the fact that they've been killing everyone involved this whole fucking time, and they decide not to fucking just fucking pop Victor Sweet in the brain once, and it's like, no. I'm gonna fucking fight him and then knock him out and then
See,
throw him
I
in the
just-
water. Like,
shit
And,
shit
what
like
would have
that.
happened? What would have happened if Victor Sweet like got the better of him in the fight? Well, all right, you beat me. You beat me. I guess we
Well,
gotta let
fair
you
is
go.
fair. Fair is
take the
fair.
money. Just take the money. Just take.
Go ahead and toss me in this hole.
This movie is a western. This movie is a western by everything. No, just lawlessness, revenge. Even the sheriff helps you out. Like
Yeah.
there is literally a blank slate for them to act however the fuck they want. And it doesn't fuck. They killed 5 dudes in self-defense, yes. But I mean, like, the cops aren't even gonna question. They're not even gonna take them in and
Even
be
in
like,
Boondock Saints, the brothers go to jail.
Well, they
Right.
know they're dirty. They know that this is a dirty fucking hit from like that. If anything,
Yeah.
I guess you could just explain it away, just being like corruption. Corruption is fucking really deep in this
Well, right.
neighborhood and with this this police force. Like there's corruption is so deep to the point where it's like, yeah, we know that these gang members were trying to kill you and you just survived. We know.
yeah. But
like,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if we start dissecting this movie, we're never gonna
Yeah,
leave.
that's-
We're
no.
never gonna leave this episode.
sure. And I that's just what I'm saying is like that's my only criticism of the movie is that it has just an identity crisis where it prevents it from being something really good and really like recognized as like something that is like timeless, because like you can very easily, very quickly come to the conclusion where it's like, oh, this is a dumb movie. Oh, this is just, because yeah, like shit like that happens where there's fucking gunfights in the middle of this, like I totally see what you're saying. It is a movie at the end of the day, but it tries to be something more. It's trying to
Yeah.
be something more than just a fuck. It's trying to
I-
be a meaningful movie.
I think that the parts where it wants to be meaningful, it's meaningful, and the parts where it wants to have lightheartedness, it has it, and it doesn't. Like I don't feel like the movie's trying to be just one thing, apart from it being an entire experience of different things. You know what I mean? Because when you know you do have that camaraderie with your brothers, so it's not like you guys are just gonna fucking be like, "Hey, mom's dead, let's just go fuck shit up." You know, it's like, you know, you have to display the familial connection between the four of them, and that's why they fucking rag on each other all the time. They're also not perfect, so they're not gonna come in and then just fucking formation four fucking, you know, just kill everything and then leave and be like, all right,
Tombstone style.
No,
yeah.
they gotta walk into a high school basketball game with guns.
Yeah, like fucking
And then
lawlessness.
trudge across an fucking iced over lake.
Yeah, bro. Like it's meant to be fantastical with different fucking experiences, I think.
Ironically, though, the part where they're about to, you know, they're ganging up on Victor's suite at the end, and he's like, "Which one of you guys is going to do it?" And they just part, and he's walking up. Ironically, that's like one of my favorite shots, is where it's just him walking up.
It's so
It's a
fucking
ridiculous shot, but it's a dope shot.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
The way that they fucking walk in this movie, bro, the way that they just fucking swing dick, like just
Swagger.
the whole
Swagger, bro.
time, bro. I guess so. Like it's funny, dude. Like I think this movie is just a product of a lot of shit put together at once, and it is very jarring at times.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg in this movie is very intimidating. Like, don't
Oh
get me
yeah.
wrong. Like, I mean, they all are, but him especially. Like, oh shit, dude, crazy white boys coming out here. Let's get out of here, you know?
I got the rock now. I got this motherfucker now.
Got No Mercy tattooed on his back, dude.
Dude, I to this day, anytime anybody is feeling like sad, or I'm like want to make fun of somebody for feeling sad, I say, "What are you doing? You crying in here, you little fairy?" Like I always did. Like
Well,
ever.
the best part about that scene is that he is also crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I mean, really, I think he was crying first.
Yeah,
Like,
he was. He was crying
He was the
first.
one they showed crying first.
And
So,
he was-
yeah,
He
and
was
then he's like-
ugly crying too,
Yeah.
dude.
he was.
He was. Like, he walks in and he's like, "You've been crying in here, you little fairy." Yeah, no,
Ridiculous.
this movie is crazy. I mean, I don't know. The Motown heavy soundtrack contrasts with the brutal. Sorry, I'm reading off a question here. The Motown heavy soundtrack contrasts the brutal, snowy Detroit backdrop. How much did the atmosphere of the city contribute to the movie's identity?
Yeah, I mean, we
A lot.
already touched on that.
Yeah, I
A
think
bit.
so. Yeah.
No, I
Like-
really like the music of the movie too. Like there's some solid tracks in here.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna like watch this movie and be like, oh, where's this set? Like it's Detroit. Like you know it's Detroit. Like there's no getting around that.
Carhartts and beanies and multiple layers of clothing.
Yeah, dude. And
They talk about the Flint crisis a couple.
Leather gloves that really don't protect you from the cold at all.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like the music is like this movie doesn't do well without it. Like I feel like the music is very much a character in the movie too.
It's soul.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like just
Especially
not
they
to
used
be
the same song in the opening and at the very end, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that, like, I mean, I wonder if or how much of the music was at all informed by the cast, because I mean, the cast is pretty much all musicians,
Yeah.
or
True.
at least have at one point have been musicians.
I mean,
So
calling Marky Mark a musician is kind of a stretch.
I mean, that's charitable. It's a very charitable moniker, but still.
True, no, true.
think the only musician out of the bunch is probably Andre 3000.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
even like with his last fucking project, we can probably be a little charitable with that moniker as well. But
Oh man,
I don't know what
what was
else.
his last project?
It was just him playing the flute for 40 minutes.
What? All right. Well, that I'm gonna have to search that.
So we've come to the part of the segment where we talk trivia and just go down the list of did you knows. Thank you to IMDb for all of the info. Yeah, we talk about the trivia and the people who liked and disliked it. So
All
let-
right.
Man, there's a
Gotta make
there's a
fun of-
lot of likes on these.
yeah, there
We got to
are
make fun of the detractors,
right.
The
the
Detroit detractors.
naysayers. Yeah, Detroit
Uh,
detractors. Yeah, the double D's.
Many of Mark Wahlberg's lines were improvised. Garrett Hedlund had difficulty improvising his lines, so director John Singleton and Mark Wahlberg helped him through it. And 5 people were like, "He should have let that motherfucker drown."
Garrett.
He's not going to learn otherwise.
Right?
Now, mine I feel like is a lie. It says Mark Wahlberg liked the script so much he signed on before a director was hired. Lucky Mark can't read. Come on.
No, Mark Wahlberg saw that he got to say the N-word and was
Yeah,
like,
that was
sold.
it. Sold.
true. That's what his agent was like. I've got a script here, but you have to say the N word. He's like, gimme. Yes, let's do this.
It's like, have
Right.
to, fucking get to.
yeah.
Right?
It's like, oh shucks.
You have to say the N-word and you have to make fun of a Latin woman. And he's like, "Oh man,
he's like-
you had me at
and
N-word."
then, I don't know about this last one. You got to call one of your brothers a fairy.
Oh,
It's once though, right? No, a few times. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
in.
I was going to
Like-
say no if it was just once.
say goodbye to your big sister.
Most of the teasing with Jack was improvised by Mark Wahlberg and Garrett Hedlund.
That's funny.
Which Garrett Hedlund apparently had difficulty with, according to Eddie's trivia.
Yeah.
All of the snow seen in the movie, including the falling snow, is real.
Which is crazy because a lot of that shit looked kind of CGI'd to me.
A little
It
bit.
did.
Yeah.
It
And 8 people were like, oh, shit should have been fake, man.
Yeah, man, you should have fucking
fuck real snow.
fuck real
Should have
snow.
been fake, man.
Putting the actors through real snow. How could you?
3 of the brothers are played by musicians turned actors. Mark Wahlberg is Marky Mark, Tyrese Gibson is Tyrese, and Andre 3000 from Outkast. Ironically, Garrett Hedlund is an actor turned musician.
They all got there eventually.
Yep.
The bathroom scene took 2 days to shoot. Somebody was a little constipated, I think.
Yeah.
That was Marky
for
Mark,
tw-
dude. You saw him on the toilet.
I know
that's
you need
true.
to stay
That's
your
true.
ass on that porcelain.
For 12 hours a day, Mark Wahlberg rested his bare ass on a cold toilet. Garrett Hedlund stood in a hot shower, and Tyrese Gibson wore nothing but a robe. Mark Wahlberg had to be helped off the toilet at the end of each day, and Garrett Hedlund's skin peeled and pruned.
That's crazy.
Gross.
And 13 people were like, you shouldn't. And I agree with them. You shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have done that. He just a
Hey, don't do
boy.
that.
Or little fellers.
For little fellers.
The brothers' house was shot in a gritty neighborhood of Hamilton, Ontario, an industrial city near Toronto. It nearly burned down shortly after shooting finished.
Let me
Oh,
guess.
the
Let me
whole
guess.
city.
They hadn't left yet. I bet
Yeah. Two
it's
twos,
their fault.
two
What, the
twos
whole
to my
city?
word, Crody. 2 twos to my word, fam.
It's like what, the whole country?
Yeah.
What, the whole city?
The whole country. No, Yamamoto.
Sick to my
Fortunately-
stomach, fam.
Fam. Based on the Henry Hathaway Western, The Sons of Katie Elder, starring John Wayne and Dean Martin.
Told you. I told you it had that Western vibe to it.
Look at it. Look at his head getting
Yeah.
big. Look at his head getting bigger.
Oh man. Pre-production for the film included teaching the four actors how to ice skate for the hockey scenes. That was the one thing that I was like, damn, they just know how to ice skate. Mark Wahlberg and Garrett Hedlund were the only leads that already knew how to skate. Oh, really? The two white dudes were the
Yeah.
only ones that knew how to ice skate?
You telling me the
Really?
two black guys didn't know
And I
how?
like how there were 4 leads. And they
Yeah.
were like, only half. That's
Yeah.
Where is Mark Wahlberg from?
He's from Boston.
base.
I was gonna say, doesn't Boston have a pretty big hockey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Only the white dudes knew how to skate. Shocker.
That is funny.
Born in Dorchester.
Dorchester.
Dorchester, Boston.
Is it? Or no? Never mind. Almost the entire soundtrack comes from the early 70s, what John Singleton calls the dark years of Motown.
And 4 people did not like that he called it that.
I guess. Or
That's
maybe they
cool.
just fucking hate the 70s. I can get behind that.
I mean, technically, all of Motown was dark.
Yeah.
That's how you know he like really fucked with it too. He was like, yeah, those are the dark years.
Oh, that fucking got me, bro.
You don't know that Cole heard it.
I did.
Did you?
I was trying to
Oh, you
ignore.
did? Okay. All right.
No, that's funny.
They're all the dark years.
The shot of the mother being killed was altered. Originally, a big cloud of blood flew out of Evelyn. John Singleton thought this would be too much for the audience to handle. I think
I'm
it
pretty
would
sure-
fit right in.
I think that's where that cut happens. You know, like when they
Yeah.
shoot and then it
Oh.
cuts.
And they
And
all
then
just
it's-
kind of like
yeah.
look away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was really weird. I thought that was gonna like actually factor into the movie somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
But the,
you know
the
what I
cut,
mean?
the cut really worked though. Like,
Yeah, it did. It did.
especially like because I mean,
It's like an
they all
old
kind of cringed.
CCTV. Yeah.
Well, they all kind of
Yeah,
cringed,
yeah.
but Jack was the one that like kind of had to step away. You know, like it worked.
But,
It showed what
Like
they were all
7
feeling.
people disliked that. They wanted all the fucking blood.
They
I was
wanted
one of the
more
7 people. I wanted blood.
Yeah,
I
that
was
would be
out for
cool. I think it would have been cool to see even back then.
Yeah.
Little gnarly. Too hot for theaters. An old white lady getting gunned down by a shotgun.
John Singleton was like, I'm gonna catch hell for this.
Yeah, he's just like,
No relation to the shooting that we're just talking about, but during the shoot, temperatures never exceeded 24 degrees Fahrenheit, which sounds fucking
holy
Damn.
sh- that is miserable. John Singleton said of the film, this is one of those Saturday night special movies. You have a good time and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Excellently put.
In
Yeah.
other words, I know there are problems with the movie. Just shut up and
It
enjoy.
Yeah.
is what it is.
It is what it is. See?
Don't read too much into this.
That's another one on the notch for me over
Shut
here.
the fuck up. Shut up.
So this, I think this would make this an entirely different movie. Betty White was considered for the role of Evelyn Mercer.
4 people were like, fuck that.
I am so here for that. I wish that's the movie we would have gotten.
That's crazy. I don't know. I think I think I can't
Oh,
see anybody.
You boys out there saying the N-words, gangsters.
Oh man. That would be amazing. Anyway, go ahead.
Ethan Hawke, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck all turned down the part of Bobby. Ethan Hawke loved the script but could not commit to it because of scheduling conflicts. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck both said no because they found the script to be ultra violent.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck thought that? Yeah.
Apparently.
Weird. Have you
Yeah,
guys
weird moment for them to grandstand.
did you guys see The Rip? that new movie that they came out
I've
with.
heard that it's good though.
It is. It's actually really decent.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard about it, but yeah.
Sophie, played by Sofia Vergara.
Yes.
Vergara.
Vergawe.
Vergara was originally written for an Asian actress, so they were trying to make some Blasians. Remember the whole Blasians thing?
Who?
Dude,
What do you think they would have called her if not La Vida Loca? Then
Oh my
Ravita
God.
I could only.
Ravira
Whoa.
Roca.
We can't get into that because Mark has very clearly shown that he actually is racist towards Asian people. So I don't
That's
want to
probably why they changed her, dog.
Maybe that's why 8 people disliked it. They were like, "Nah, I really want to see."
Did you
what
imagine
Mark
where he
Wahlberg
says
would have
"Omi
said.
Corazon" if it was an Asian chick? Like, "Oh, me so sorry."
Me so sorry.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
that is forever my headcanon now. Is that they did not do an Asian actress because he brutalized a fucking Asian person.
They were like, "This will be a bad
Oh,
idea. We should
fuck.
we should
that would've-
change this."
He would have been improvising, just like laying into her, dude.
Yeah, dude, like for real.
Smack her a couple times.
They
Cut
yelled
wouldn't have been
cut, and he
acting.
just keeps going.
Yeah, Mark,
They're like,
cut.
"No, Mark,
No,
cut."
cut. We're talking. Cut.
He's like, "No, shut the fuck up."
Oh, I love that. That's funny as fuck.
The frozen lake scene was shot on Lake Simcoe, north of Toronto.
Got some Lake Simcoe haters out there.
Right?
4 of them.
Yo,
To
fuck
my
Lake
word.
Simcoe.
Fucking lake.
Have you heard people from Toronto talk like the hood people from Toronto talk? To my word, Crody, you make me sick to my stomach, fam. Twos to my word. That's their like on God.
Yeah.
That's their like, and it's so weird. I'm probably
The
not
only
gonna
ones
get
that I
justice.
like, the only ones that I consider or that I like actually listen to that's Canadian is Abba and Preach.
Yeah,
They're pretty, they're pretty Canadian.
yeah.
I just picture them all like I can't remember his name, but like the black dude on Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, yeah.
It just sounds to me like it's like, a bunch of like uppity, or not uppity, but like really straight-laced white people trying to use young people slang.
It's very much a Malibu's Most Wanted thing for sure.
Yeah.
If you leave your moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that you.
So during the scene at Johnny G's bar, in which the brothers are drinking Jack Daniel's whiskey, the actors are actually drinking concentrated apple juice.
Pussies.
Yeah, that's what 12 people said. Pussies.
I'm like, man,
You
get drunk.
downvoted that hard.
That reminds me of when they were filming what was it, Pineapple Express,
Mhm.
and they were supposed to use like movie friendly weed, like fake weed, but they were just like, no, dude, we all had our own weed like on set, so we were just all getting high all the time.
Yeah.
It is strongly hinted, but not confirmed, that Jack Mercer, Garrett Hedlund, was constantly molested and sexually abused as a foster child before being adopted by Evelyn. And 12 people were like, I fucking hope he was.
I mean,
it's
it really
pretty much
strong?
confirmed.
Is it really
It's-
strongly hinted at?
I didn't think.
I'd call it confirmed. I mean,
Well, I don't think it was like I never put it in my brain that it was like molestation and sexual abuse, but I did think that he was abused of some
Abused.
kind.
Yeah, he was abused. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how, like, there was nothing like, I don't know, in my eyes, just having finished it, like, what was that, 2 hours ago? I watched it like right before we started recording, and I don't remember seeing anything about sexual trauma
there was a whole, I mean, the scene did, like, again, it didn't say like this was sexual trauma, but like that whole scene when they come together to eat dinner and they're all seeing visions of things that Evelyn had said to them. Like when it got to Jack, she was like, I know the things that you went through and yada da da da, and you're safe now. Like, so she straight out says you were abused.
Something
Yeah,
Like, she
happened.
didn't say
right,
sexual.
but and that's what I
she didn't
thought
say
too.
sexual, but yeah.
I thought it was just abuse of some kind, physical.
This says constantly molested and sexually abused as a foster child. I just don't. That's I don't know. That seems really weird to me.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I mean, I think that's a little bit of editorializing on the person's part who wrote that. But
Yeah.
I can see how you would interpret that being like a thing, but like the movie really didn't give you anything other than that.
No.
Yeah. Other than abuse of one kind or another.
Exactly.
Like if there was like a moment where he was like, "Don't fucking touch me," like where he was, like, "Oh, okay, this dude's had some."
Don't touch me! I was molested.
Well, also
I was molested there.
I would also say like if like a lot of the like gay jokes would hit harder for him, I guess he would get more angry at them.
Yeah, he would get pissed at the gay jokes if he. Yeah. True. There's never any mention of Bobby having a girlfriend or a job. John Singleton wanted Bobby to be as stripped down as possible. Makes sense. I don't know. The whole idea,
basically a drifter.
The whole idea of the character, like Marky Mark's character, just feels like, to me, it just feels like just outward showboating of Mark Wahlberg. Like it is like every fucking stupid moment, like him walking out on the lake. Like I'm willing to bet the farm that was his idea. He was like, no. I'm not gonna come with them. I'm not gonna come up in a car. No, I'm gonna be walking.
Yeah.
Like it's shit like that. And
I feel like the three older brothers, right? So like not Jack really. I mean, Jack's more of like a childlike figure, but like I feel like the three older brothers are basically the id, ego, and super ego, and Mark Wahlberg is obviously the id. Like he's the one that's just that primitive fucking just like no thought. Here's what's driving me emotionally right now, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
And and then you've got Andre 3000 being the super ego, I think. Yeah, and then Tyrese, I guess, would be the ego. I mean, that makes sense.
But there were plans for a sequel called Five Brothers.
Are they just gonna randomly get another
make
brother?
That work?
No, they were going to randomly get two because they killed one.
True.
Yeah.
So could you imagine that movie? Like they just found two other brothers.
Kids.
No, they just had two other brothers from foster care or some shit.
Had a couple of other kids stashed away somewhere else,
and then they get murdered.
Like all things, they probably would have just been like, "Oh, this is the next generation. This is
gross.
like," and it's Mark Wahlberg's. Like he had twin sons, and those are the two extra brothers.
I hope you have
5.
twin sons.
Yeah, I what the fuck? I mean, I'm sure it would have worked. I'm sure it would have come out, and people probably would.
I agree with those 12 people.
Yeah.
Those 12 people, I don't know what the fuck those 133 people are thinking. I'm definitely with those 12.
Oh yeah, me too.
Or maybe they're upvoting that it never
happened. In which case I agree with them.
Yes.
We'll never know.
Well, let's find him and ask.
Yeah.
Garrett Hedlund's, I was going to say Hadlin. Garrett Hedlund's tattoos took 2 hours to apply.
That's crazy.
For like the amount that anybody really paid attention to them.
Right? Like, okay.
Dude, I saw Mark's tattoo on his back once, and then Tyrese when they were eating dinner, like he kind of like pulled it down. Those are the only ones that I saw.
Yeah.
So why are we applying tattoos that we're not going to see?
Can you imagine if you're the actor sitting in that chair and you go to do a watch of your own movie and you're like, what? Where are my
all
tattoos?
my
We took
tattoos?
we took 2 hours every goddamn day putting those motherfuckers on, and you didn't even put them in the fucking movie.
That's funny.
Well, no, because even when he was like poking his head out of the shower to look at Tyrese's dick, like you didn't even see
Yeah.
tattoos really there either.
What a funny scene that one was too.
Rug burn.
Ask the cockologist over there.
The Mercer home in Hamilton, Ontario is at the corner of Emerald and Keith in a neighborhood well versed in its own violent, drug-fueled crime issues.
Well, yeah, it almost burned down the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a meth lab.
I'm at the corner
That's
of
why.
Emerald and Keith.
Denzel Washington was in talks to play the role of Victor Sweet.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You know who they
Oh,
should
you
have...
motherfuckers.
I know that he's not really an actor, but how great would it have been if Big Boy was Victor Sweet?
That'd be funny.
That would have been amazing. Oh my god.
It's just, oh, now you're gonna eat while I'm talking, huh? You're gonna eat while I'm talking?
You hungry? You hungry?
You're hungry, huh? You hungry when I'm eating? You hungry when I'm talking? Eat it! And it's
You gonna come in my restaurant? I can't do it, Denzel.
I'm gonna get all of y'all murders. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. He just regurgitates the fucking line from Training Day.
Just starts ripping off lines from all of his other movies.
Mark Wahlberg's line, "They kill cornbread," is a reference to the film Cornbread, Earl and Me from 1975.
All right.
And Tyrese does something where like they're in the one dude's house and he's like, sit down. She's like, it's warm up here. He's like, get your cornbread headed ass on the chair.
Yeah. I feel like this is how I would make movies. The car chase scene was mapped out using Hot Wheels toy cars.
No, that's
If you like,
practical.
get everybody together. All right, guys, check this out. Check this out. So you're gonna go vroom, 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 and then he's gonna go like,
and he's gonna go skrrr.
and then
He lights it on fire like in Tommy Boy.
I just hold a lighter to it. Like, no, hold on, wait.
And you guys are gonna come over after the car slipped over. Co-screenwriter Paul Lovett started working on the script right after his grandmother died. Lovett wrote a lot of his own feelings into the scenes.
That's pretty cool.
Love it. You're kind of fucked up.
Yeah, right.
It's
John
autobiography, sorry.
John Singleton cast Jesus Christ. Fionnuala?
Yeah.
Fionnuala Flanagan because of a resemblance to his English teacher.
I'm gonna have her get shot and dead.
He must not like that bitch.
He was not hot for teacher.
No.
No, Well, that concludes our episode. We hope you enjoy it. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you like Four Brothers? Is this one of your favorite movies? Answer some of the questions that we answered in the middle of the episode. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to interact with you. So, as always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
At X and Instagram at Nerdcourt Podcast.
You can also find us on TikTok at Nerdcourt Podcast.
And since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that is the best and freest way you help us do that. So, from all of us here at the Nerd Corporation, we thank you. We love you. Keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you then.